Okay, so next we're gonna make, oops, dropping eyeballs. We're gonna make our giraffe. So for this, actually, all you need is this one little bag. Everything's in here. I'm trying to help you guys keep organized, keep me organized. And markers, and scissors, and glue. White glue or a glue stick. I did make this other one with glue stick, and it's holding fine. And just remember, if you've got white glue, less is best. So take everything out, and what you're gonna get are these 2 pages, and you need to cut all the pieces out. Before you cut out this, the ears, and these are called ossicones, they're little horns, I would color them on. That way you can go out of the lines, you don't have to worry about it. And again, it's your giraffe. You can color it any color you want. It does not have to look like a true giraffe. Pick up my eyeball. So the first thing we're gonna do is the blue is our background. Let me put this right here so you can kind of keep an eye on it. So you need to put the blue first and then cut out his body, and it's kind of like a rectangle, and you're going to trace it onto the yellow. I already traced it. So then cut it out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and glue it on before I color any of his shapes on him, just to get it started drying. So you just put, again, white glue, less is best. Put it right down on the bottom, in the middle, and just kind of push it on there. Again, if you are using glue stick, it works just fine. So the markers I discovered after I bought them for you guys, there's no brown or black. But the good news is that this teal, it's called teal, it's what our school color at William Collier, actually shows up. It kind of looks like a brown on top of the yellow. So that's what we're gonna use wherever we're putting a brown spot. So before we do anything else, I'm gonna put some little spots on his neck. And again, it's yours. You do whatever colors you want. Now, if you do glue this before you put your spots on, you do need to be careful that you don't go over on the blue. But marker is a little bit easier than crayon to stay where you need to go, because it's got that fine tip on it. So just color them in. Again, be careful on the edges. Put a red one right in the middle. Okay. You can also wait and color it at the end. It's really up to you, whatever your choice is. So the next thing you want to find is the head, and it too needs to be traced on yellow and then cut out. And before you put anything on this, hopefully you guys are better cutters than Mrs. Rubner. Like, I have some pencil showing. So that's gonna be my part that faces down, so I don't see any pencil. The first thing you should put on are the eyes. So put them, again, white glue, just a little dot. You do have a big nose coming, so make sure you put them close to the top. So kind of like this, yellow circle with eyes. And then his little horns, you're gonna wanna color those. I did my first set with pink. It's yours. I love color, so I like to do whatever color. They do not have to be realistic at all. This is kind of like a fun thing. So we want to mix up our colors. I'm going to go opposite here, purple on the bottom and red on the top. Okay, then glue those on, and they go on the front. So just a little dab at the bottom, kind of one over each eyeball. Then the next thing you're going to do is the nose. So this is the nose with the circle, so trace it onto the orange and go ahead, cut it out. Again, I have pencil on it a little bit. I didn't cut really well, so I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. And then I used that teal color on the orange as well, and just do 2 ovals. And it looks black on orange. Fill in those little ovals, color them in. And then you're going to decide where you're going to put it. We're not going to put it on yet, because we've got to draw some colors on him, on his face. So just on the edges, like this. You're going to go all around his head, depending on how many colors you want. I'm just going to put 3 for now, for time. I don't think you really want to see me sitting here coloring all day. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to get ready to attach his nose. So the nose is one of the dimensions. If you look, you can see. So you should have some black cardstock. Just cut it in half roughly. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're going to wrap it around, and then you're going to put some glue there. I also used the glue stick on this yesterday, so the glue stick is strong enough. Hold it. Count to, I'd say 60. Okay, 60, voila. Then you're going to attach it to the face, right about where you think his nose would. If you were just giving him a bulbous nose, that's where you're going to put your ball of glue. So like just kind of in there, and then this goes on there. Again, hold it down. This one you probably get away with like 30. Just hold it down on your glue spot. And then you're going to put a little ball of glue on the top of that circle, not much. And then you're going to take the nose and sit over it. See how I'm kind of over the top of it? You want to be like that so that you can line it up before you glue it. And then you're just going to glue it on there. You can get your fingers under there, hold it. That's a 30 count as well. And then once you've counted to 30, I'm going to try to hold this up a little so that I can move on to the next step while it's holding up. If you want to be creative, find something to hold it up while it's drying. Oh, that's too far. Well, I'm not being very creative here. I guess we just have to hold it for a minute. Okay, then you take your next one. You actually need 2 this size. So your other card, cut it in half. We only need 2 pieces. Roll it in a circle. Put some glue on it. Count to 60. I'm going to do the other one so they're both drying at the same time. So then I've got 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these, it's okay if they are not perfect circles because we're not even going to see them once you get it done. Okay, once you've counted to 60, then you're going to put 2 dots, whether it's white glue or right about here and here. And that's where we're going to put those little circles that we just made. And again, put your little fingers in there and hold, count to about 30. Push them down a little so they're not so straight up because it's cardstock, so it has a little bit of a bend to it. And then And put a little circle on the top of each one of those if you're using white glue. If you are using glue stick, you just put it on the top as well, but you might want to hold it underneath. And then we just rest this right on top of it. My nose is not drying as well as I would like it. Okay, while that's all drying, I forgot his ears. You have to give him ears. So these other two things that hopefully we already cut out, I did mine a different color than just the normal, so I'm gonna go pink because that's what I did his horns. Although, oops, again I cut on the wrong, so you can see the black outline. So color on the back so you don't have anything messing it up. Oh, it's sticking to me. That's the problem with white glue, is everything's sticky. Okay, so then these go right behind his horns to the side a little bit. Just a little bit of glue is all you need on each side. And then while that is drying, you need leaves for the background. So I just gave you green. If you want to draw them first, absolutely. Leaves are all different shapes, so I kind of just wing it, and I do like a feather shape. So up, and then I just meet it on the other side. And then I do it again. Kind of like, it's almost like a tall roof on a tall building, or a teepee or something. And again, they're just leaves, so they do not need to be perfect. Okay, so notice mine have the flat bottom. That's okay, but if you want to, you might want to angle it a little bit better. They're going to go all over each other. They're going to overlap, so it's not quite as important that they have that complete leaf shape. And then just decide how many you got. What did I get? 4. So I have 5 total, so I'm going to put 3 on one side and 2 on the other. Just start in the corner. I'm just going to do like a strip of glue because it's paper, so we know. Oh, and just put it down. And then the next one, just lay it over top. And then I'm doing 3 on this side and 2 on the other side. So again, just a little strip of glue. And then if it looks like it's coming up, once you have them in place, then you can go back and maybe add a little more glue. Okay, so here's my guy. Hopefully he'll stay together while I hold him up. Oh, his nose is falling. But once it dries, it's super sturdy, so it's really cute. Okay?